Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah walhamdulillah wa bihi nasta'in. Wassalatu wassalamu ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to all the participants of this secondary educators summit. Let me first express my appreciation to everyone for attending this summit and for your efforts in order to move forward with our programs in education. I think you are well aware that education is one of our declared priority as far as the Functional Transition Authority is concerned. My courtesies to all the distinguished personalities who are here from our different division supervisors and subdivision superintendents of schools who are around. I'm sorry that I cannot name you all because I may not be able to mention all the names. Our Assistant Secretary Marjuni Mati of the Department of Education, then of course the Minister of Education, Higher, Basics, and Malaris Education of the BARMM, Brother Muhajir Iqbal, the Secretary, Attorney Harun Ling, Principal Muhammad Bandar, and the regional school heads, President, Attorney Rasul Salik, as here, and then our Cabinet Secretary di BARMM, Dr. Astin Pidaron, and all the other guests who are here with us today. I personally believe that this summit will be very interesting because this is the first summit held on the issue of moral governance, which is now being the principal issue that we are going to tackle in this summit of educators. I believe that this summit will be one of the pioneers in our program in order to achieve moral governance. You are aware that this is our primary advocacy in the BARMM, is to be able to have establish a system of government which is based on moral governance. You all know that the Bangsamoro Autonomous Government in Muslim Mindanao is a result of more than 4 decades of struggle of the Bangsamoro people. And we know that the only way that we can call this as a fruit of the struggle, if it will really bear fruit. And the only way that it will bear fruit is we will be able to change the system of governance from what we have now and transform it into moral governance. I know that moral governance is still not very clear to every one of us. But then, why we choose the theme of moral governance? Because moral governance is very inclusive. It includes not only good governance, but it will also include all the behavioral attitude of everyone, and that is why it is more on morality. So, if we will achieve this moral governance, that would mean that we are successful in our struggle. But if we will not achieve, then it is the reverse, meaning despite we have struggled for more than 40 years or even more than 50 years, then we cannot call this a success if there will be no change of the system. This is why we struggle, because we want to change the system. We know that there are so many evils in the system we have in the governance. We have so many evils in our society. And unless we are able to counter and correct these evils and anomalies in the government and in our society, then we cannot call it success. I am happy that your summit today, being educators, as one of the foundations in molding our next generation. We cannot do this transformation overnight. We cannot do the transformation of our system, the transformation of our moral attitude, the transformation of our society overnight. This will take many generations. This will take several generations. And you will be one of the instruments in ensuring that the next generation of our people will already be transformed into the moral attitude that we need to mold today. So we are hoping that with the start of your summit today, the education sector will be able to frame up a educational curriculum wherein we can mold our next generation for the moral attitude we need to infuse to them, infuse to the next generation. You know that education is the most important mechanism in molding people. And that is why I'm happy that your summit today is basically on the issue of moral governance. Inshallah, we will succeed in establishing a governance that will really be reflective of what is the aspiration of the Bangsamoro people. So, during our inauguration of the Bangsamoro, it was already mentioned that it is the first time that we, the members of the parliament, members of the Bangsamoro Transitional Authority, swear to Allah, aside from swearing to the Constitution of the Philippines, we swear to Allah in front of the Holy Quran that we will implement moral governance. The struggle we have been into, which for more than 40 years, we, in our mind, our governance today is not only pure service or pure employment, but it is the continuation of the more than 40 years of our struggle. Now we need to struggle. Our enemy now is no longer the government of the Philippines. Our only enemy now is no longer the soldiers, but our enemy now is within us. First, ourselves, our family, our own people. So, this is what was termed during the time of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that as Jihad Akbar, because the enemy is now within us, and this is more difficult, this is more challenging. We all know that as far as governance is concerned, I think you are all aware what are what is in the governance we have now. You all know that graft and corruption is rampant in all sectors of the governance. And you all know that, I think you are aware that graft and corruption is worse in our region. That is one reason why, until now we know that our region is the most underdeveloped region. Because we are more victim of this evil of governance, which is graft and corruption. And we know that this graft and corruption already became institutionalized in the government. So it will be really a very challenging. But inshallah, on our side, we will do our best in order to succeed in this, in fighting out the internal enemy we are facing now, inshallah. Moral governance is an approach where the government is committed to create a system that is founded in the principle of right behavior, justice, and peace. This is mainly to protect the individual human rights, civil liberties, and the rights of everybody. This includes a set of responsibilities, policies, and procedures that an institution exercises to provide a strategic direction to ensure that goals and objectives are met and resources are used responsibly and with accountability. Moral governance practice can support schools by helping them manage their resources so they can deliver quality education. With a school-based moral governance, there will be a more democratic and responsive system of school management. There will also be greater participation of all stakeholders and greater transparency in school activities, thus promoting a balanced education. Alam niyo na yung educational system natin ngayon is clumped into all the sectors, clumped into all the. That is why if you look at the Ministry of Education, makikita ninyo na nandyan ang higher education, basic education, technical education, pati na yung madaris. They have come together in one ministry. Kasi gusto natin na our education will be very comprehensive. Itong madaris, despite na ang tanggap natin is an Islamic school. It is more an ideological school. But we want to convert this into part of the public school. Not necessarily enforcing Islam to those who are non-Muslim. But what is important is we can enforce the teachings of Allah, the teachings of the divine teaching to everyone. Because if you look at the teachings of Islam, it is not only for the Muslim. It is mostly addressed to mankind, meaning for everybody, irrespective of Muslim or non-Muslim. You will see in the Quran that there are several verses which are addressed to mankind, not only to Muslims. There are also verses addressed to Muslims, but there are verses addressed to all mankind. And if you analyze also the teachings embodied in the Quran, it is not only for the welfare of Muslims, but for the welfare of everybody, welfare of all mankind. Prohibitions of some haram is not only because of religion, but because of protection of the entire mankind. So that is why we want to include Madaris as part of the public school in order to raise also the standard of the Madaris and become part of the educational system of the government. Our system may not be flawless, but with the guide of the different principles of moral governance, we could somehow look into the problems and solve them. For as long as we are sincere and committed, we will succeed in correcting the flaws of our system, including the flaws of our system's education. The gift of moral governance in education lies in the hands of our dear educators, teachers, principals, and all those involved in our educational system, including the stakeholders. If we work hand in hand, we shall achieve an education which is morally balanced in order to achieve our aspiration. I hope that as our BARMM government taking off and carrying the principles of morality and good governance, the educators shall lead the way in promoting morality inside the four corners of the classrooms and implementing good school-based governance. Our governance in the future will lies mainly from how we mold the people who will be in government in the future. And that is in your hand now. That is why the President in the inauguration have been emphasizing to us that with the destiny of our people, our destiny and the destiny of our people is now in our hands. It is now in our hands because we have all the powers in order to mold our own destiny. This is the reason why we aspire for an autonomous government, which is more or less not in completely dependence on the national government and the central government, because we need to mold our own system of governance, our own life, our own way of life, our own society, based on what is our our aspiration as people. And this is the reason why you will notice that in the transition now, we will be crafting several mechanisms that will transform the system of governance. First, you know that we adopted a ministerial form of governance. Why did we adopt a ministerial form of governance? Because it is more reflective of our culture, more reflective of our religious belief, more reflective of our way of life. Because under a ministerial form of government, the principles of consultative and collective leadership and governance is already embodied. You will see that in the parliament, it's not only the legislators are there, the executors are also there. You will see that in our parliament now, almost all those members of the ministers, members of the cabinet, the ministers, majority are coming from the parliament, from the members of the parliament. I myself is a member of the parliament. The other ministers, major ministers, are also members of the parliament. The principle behind there is that the lawmakers is the law promulgated in the ministry and in the parliament is easier to implement when the implementers are also from the parliament. That is why most of those implementing the law are from the parliament. This is also the principle we adopted in our organization. In our organization, our revolutionary organization, the More Islamic Liberation Front, the Central Committee is the law-making body. At the same time, the Central Committee is also the executive body. Because all the heads of the department are automatically members of the Central Committee. So this is also more or less very similar to the parliamentary system we adopted now. So this is one major changes we want to introduce. You know that in the presidential unitary system, there are problems which are structural problems in the government. You will notice that even sometimes in the issue of budget, it cannot be approved because the legislative, one branch of the legislative will not pass it to the next branch of legislative, and then the executive will not approve it, and then there is a the balance of power is very I don't know paano natin tatawagin, but it is creating more difficulties than effectivity in the governance. So kaya yun ang natin why we choose to have a ministerial form of government. Now, under the ministerial form of government we have now, we will be crafting a code. We have several codes to be crafted. Anim yata yung code na i-craft natin. Administrative code, local government code,
education,
electoral code,
education,
ano ba yung iba?
education
Code,
ano yun?
internal revenue code. So, maraming pagbabago ang inaasahan natin na mangyayari. Pagbabago na that will, inshallah, hopefully will eradicate the evils in the structure of the government. Alam natin na talagang makikita natin kung ano yung problema sa sistema natin ngayon. And we hope to correct it in this. That is why we are adopting a new codes for the Bangsamoro. Hopefully, inshallah, if this code will be properly and effectively be implemented, then inshallah we will see that something good will happen in the future, inshallah. With this, I would like to again thank you all for this summit, and we hope that this will be the start of a new effort in order to transform our educational system into an instrument of change from what is bad for now to what is good, inshallah. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.